Hello, I'm here to do a quick review over Century Golem Edition. So when you open the box, this is roughly what you see. There's different gemstones. There are cards where you can place your gemstones. Every player can have 10. There's some starter cards, including for grabbing the yellow rocks, for upgrading your rocks. There are some coins that give you points that will be used in the game. And there'll be trade cards. So you trade some stones for other stones when you play these. Some of the trade cards will just give you stones. And there's golems. Every golem has a price in the number of stones that they need and the number of gemstones to get them, and they're all worth different numbers of points. The objective of the game is to race to get golems and get the most points, get more points than your opponent or opponents. The difficulty of Century Golem is pretty low. The concept is just you get rocks and you trade them, and so it's pretty easy to grasp how that works. The depth, I would say, is also low. There's basically only one dimension, and the dimension is the gemstones. So you're trading them, you're getting them, you're buying them, and player interaction is fairly low. Number of players is 2 to 5, ages on the box is 8 and up. Time to learn is 5 minutes, it's a pretty quick game. Time to play is maybe roughly 30 minutes. Competitiveness is medium, so at any given point there'll only be certain numbers of golems out in the field, and you're racing your opponents to try to get them. So there is an element of that, and then there's also at any given point there will be 6 trade cards available, and so you're also kind of racing your opponents to get the cards that you like. For luck, I would say it's a medium luck as well, and yes, there is some luck in what cards are available for you to buy or for you to get if they're trade cards, but you can spend gemstones to maybe get cards that are a bit more expensive. The art, I would say the art is for the golems is pretty good. All the golems are unique, and so it is nice to be like, oh, here's a furnace golem, here's a lighthouse golem, etc. So I think the golem art is quite great. I think the trade card art is it's fine. I mean, so some of them will repeat the design, for example, right? You'll see like kind of like the similar design is just like the different numbers of rocks throughout. So things like that are not as good, but it's still fairly good. Like all the cards have their unique art. And so pros and cons. This is an engine building game, so you're gonna get cards to get more abilities to trade different types of stones. The strengths is very tactile, right? So you can actually like grab a stone and then trade it and stuff. So that's fun. And then multi-trades feel great. And so by that I mean, whenever you get a trade card, you can use it as many times as you have the stones for. And so if you have 6 blues, you can run this card 3 times at once to get 3 pinks and 6 greens, for example. And some of them lend themselves to multi-trades better than others. This one you can only do twice, so you can only have 10 stones at once. Weaknesses, so I would say it's low depth. It's just stones and you're trading them, and that's it. Can be very mathy, so if you give the stones all a number, so like 1, 2, 3, 4, pinks are the most valuable. It can be very mathy to figure out like, okay, what cards maximize the numbers the most, so that you'll be able to buy the golems that you want and then just get more points. So that can be something that people maybe don't like, and then something that people may or may not like is a race feeling. So you are racing against your opponents to get cards and to get golems, and people may like that or people may not. It just kind of depends on you. And so overall, my recommendation: should you get this game? I would say absolutely. I think it's really fun. It's really easy. It's pretty quick, and the tactile element of the game is pretty great. And as a bonus, so I wrote this over here, there are expansions, and so there are 2 other games in the Century Golem line, and so they're all standalone games, and you're also able to combine them. So I do think, for the price point, in US dollars, this is about $40 at the time of this recording. That can be good. At a later point, I will do a video explaining the rules and how to play. This is my quick review video for Century Golem. Hope you liked it. Thank you.